Hi there. This short Unreasonable Labs video tutorial will walk you through our online communication tool. It's called Slack, and it's a way for lab teams to communicate with each other and with the Unreasonable headquarters team. It's a one-stop shop for all sorts of information, and it's a great way and the primary way for the lab teams to communicate with us at the HQ level. Okay, let's jump in. Slack is an online free software that we use, and all the lab teams that are currently running a lab and some past labs will be on this platform. On the left-hand side, you have channels. Each channel corresponds to one element of running a lab. So, for example, we have entrepreneur selection, the curriculum for business model validation, the curriculum for investment preparedness, fundraising, marketing, logistics, resources, all different elements that it's going to take for you to pull off a lab. Within each of these channels, there is a conversation that happens between members of lab teams all over the world, asking questions and sharing best practices. This is a great way to batch questions into the right topics and the right channels here. All of the channels are public, which means that anyone on the platform can see them. Down here, we have private channels, and these private channels are only accessible to people who subscribe to those channels. It's a great way for teams to have intra-team communication. So for example, I can show you this Japan Lab private channel where the Japan team had a great conversation back and forth in the weeks and months leading up to the lab in this channel, sharing resources, asking questions, and generally preparing to run the lab. So this is a great way for teams to work together to prepare to run a lab while also tapping into the public channels and the common wisdom that is available there. Down here, there's also a direct message capability. And this direct message capability is basically a one-on-one conversation with somebody else. So while the private channels up here are like private group conversations, these direct messages down here are private one-on-one conversations. No one else can see them other than the two people who are having that conversation. It's a great way for going back and forth. As a lab team member, you can reach out to any other member of any other lab team around the world and ask them specific questions. And it's a great way to correspond with our HQ team as well. You can see the HQ team is denoted by HQ underscore their name, whereas each of the lab teams is denoted by their country underscore their first name. So we encourage you to follow this naming process as well. A few more things to show you about Slack. There's a search function up here. So you can type in a keyword, like say you want to type in mentor, and the word mentor will pull up apparently 93 messages which have the word mentor in them. So if you were looking to see what conversation has already happened around a keyword or a topic, this is a great way to look for it. There's also file searches. So Slack will dig into all of the files that have been uploaded onto its platform to find that keyword. So you can go through here and look for documents and files, and all these files are in the playbook that have that keyword. So this search functionality is a great way to look for things. Overall, Slack is a really intuitive and simple platform, and I think you'll really get the hang of it. It does take a little bit of time just to jump in, but once you get on there and play around with it, even for a few minutes, it'll begin to make sense. So we will see you on Slack. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to us down here in our direct messages to anybody on the HQ team. All right, happy slacking.